Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Friday, June 6th. We have 15 games in total today. Every single Major League Baseball team will be playing today. We have some really good matchups, kicking off some brand new series this weekend. What we're going to do today is we're going to predict every single game. We're going to predict the outcome, who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a sports fan, if you're a baseball fan, this is the place. First things first, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree, disagree, drop them down below and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below, click on that link and you can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate that. We're going to be going over every game every day this entire season, and we also do the same thing for the other sports, especially once the football season starts, college football, the NFL season. Once football kicks off, we do our predictions and best bets every week for every game as well. But hey, it's time to start looking at those 15 games. We have a lot of games. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get started. And our first game kicking things off on the MLB network at 1:10 p.m., the 23-37 Miami Marlins. You just can't shake off the fact that they just got swept by the Colorado Rockies. That is at the bottom of the barrel right now. They'll be facing the 32-29 Tampa Bay Rays. This game's at Steinbrenner Field, if you want to call that home field for the Rays. Right now, the Rays a 62% chance to win this game. The Marlins a 38% chance to win this game. Tampa Bay, 1.5 run favorites, a 7.5 over under. Miami right now, they really have to do something to make up for getting swept by the Rockies. Not really dominating pitching wise on offense. You have the Marlins right now, they're 124. Tampa Bay is minus 140. Right now, the Marlins are averaging 4 runs a game, but the offense has not been the main primary issue this season. It's all hovered around the pitching staff. Pitching has not been good since opening day. They have a 247 average, 51 home runs, 48 steals, but they are giving up 5.04 runs per game. That's bottom 7 in baseball. Tampa Bay right now, things are kind of working for them. The offense is hitting well. Pitching has been pitching really good the last month. Right now, they're averaging 4.4 runs a game, 246 average, 63 home runs, 86 steals. Small market team. They excel at small ball. They know how to be aggressive. They know how to get runners in scoring position and then get them home. 86 steals, 3.43 runs per game. That's a top 8 overall pitching team. Starting pitching well, as well as the bullpen. So they can start the games, and they have a bullpen that can close it out. Looking at our pitching for this game, you are going to have the Marlins. They're going to be going with Edward Cabrera, 2-1 record, a 4.14 ERA, 45.2 innings, 48 strikeouts. Right now, overall, still pitching a lot better overall than the Marlins pitching staff. And Zach Littell, the veteran, going for the Rays, 5-5 record, a 3.86 ERA, 74.2 innings, 48 strikeouts, a lot of home runs, 16 home runs in 12 games. He gives up a lot of homers here, but the Marlins in general give up a lot of runs. Right now, I'm going to go with the Rays pulling off the win here, covering the spread, and I'll go with some runs being scored. I'll go with the over. In the second game at 6:40 p.m., the 37-25 Philadelphia Phillies, second place in the NL East versus the 23-39 Pittsburgh Pirates. Right now, Pittsburgh, the season got away from them pretty quick. They've showed some fight the last 2 weeks, but they have a long road ahead of them, but they got to gain some momentum. Right now, the Phillies on the road, a 61.2% chance to win this game. Pittsburgh, a 38.8% chance to win, but they got a real shot here, actually. Phillies, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. You have Pittsburgh coming in. Pittsburgh, the main thing that's been holding them back has been their offense. On paper, the Phillies have one of the deepest lineups in baseball, especially if they can have Harper fully healthy here. They do have one of the deepest starting pitching rotations in all of baseball. Not pitching the best right now, but you know they're going to get hot once you get to August and September. Phillies right now, they're averaging 4.7 runs a game, 254 average, 67 home runs, 56 steals, again, a 4.04 runs a game. They are technically much better than that. Pittsburgh right now, though, a bottom overall 3 offense in baseball, only 3.2 runs a game, 227 average, 43 home runs, 61 steals. They are aggressive on the bases, but they just can't get them home, and they're giving up 3.88 runs per game, which is extremely respectable. Looking at the pitching for the Pirates, they have Bailey Falter going. He's been having a solid season so far, 4-3 record, 3.14 ERA, 66 innings, 41 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 12 games. That's pretty good. And Joe Ross right now going for the Phillies, 2-1 record, a 4.34 ERA, 29 innings, 22 strikeouts. He's given up 30 hits, 5 home runs so far in 29 innings. That's a lot, but I got to trust that Phillies offense to continue to move the ball here. But Pittsburgh has a real shot for the upset. Keep your eyes on that. But I have Philly winning this game, covering the spread, but I'll go with the under here. And the next game we're going to be taking a look at 6:45 p.m. We have the 29-33 Texas Rangers. The same problems continue to persist. They got to get that offense on track. They got to score some runs. You have Seager back now. Now there's no excuses. The offense has been pretty bad since opening day, but pitching has been overall elite. top 3 in baseball. They'll be facing off versus the 29 and 32 Washington Nationals. Do not judge them by the record. This is actually a very scrappy, competitive team. Point is, a lot of very close losses. They are in these games down to the very end. Right now, the Nationals at home, 51% chance to win this game. Texas, a 49% chance. So the fans are going with the Nationals. Vegas is going with Texas, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. The Rangers are minus 130. The Nationals are plus 110. But to me, this game truly is a 50-50 game. Texas right now, they're averaging 3.4 runs a game. 222 batting average, 61 home runs, 55 steals. That's not bad numbers there. They just got to get the runners in, and they're only giving up 3.17 runs per game. That is top 3 in baseball. The Nationals, not a bad offense. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game, hitting 242, 61 home runs, 57 steals. They are finally under 5 runs given up per game, down to 4.99, as close to 5 as it possibly gets. But good news, they are now under 5. Looking at our pitching, you have Patrick Corbin right now going for the Rangers. You got to give this guy some props. 5 straight seasons with an over 5 ERA. This season, he's one of the comeback players of the season. Back to basically 2017, 2018 form. 3-4 record, a 3.71 ERA, 53.1 innings, 41 strikeouts, keeping the ball in the ballpark, only 9 home runs given up. Michael Soroka, career 3.86 ERA. Not the best start of his career so far this season. 2-3 record, a 5.81 ERA. He is much better than that. He just hasn't had great control this season. 31 innings, 28 strikeouts. Overall, only 6 walks, so about 1 walk per game, but they're finding ways to score. Right now, I'm going to actually go with the Rangers here. I'm going to ride with Corbin. Rangers win this one. I'll go with them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over this game. And in my personal opinion, this game is the best rivalry in Major League Baseball on MLB Network. If you have time to watch this, make sure you have it on TV. We're going to have at 7:05 p.m. the 30-34 Boston Red Sox visiting the 37-23 New York Yankees. This is an AL East on AL East matchup. Right now, the Red Sox 4th in the East. The Yankees are number 1 in the East. The Yankees a 58.7% chance to win this game. Boston a 41.3%. But this is one of the most storied rivalries, not just in baseball, in all of sports. It goes back a century. Right now, the Yankees 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. New York, they're minus 175. Boston is plus 145. Right now, Boston, yes, they're 4 games under 500, but they actually have a pretty balanced offense. 4.7 runs a game, 254 average. A lot of power here. 75 home runs, 56 steals. They have power. They can steal bases. Pitching's been up and down, but overall, it's about average right now, giving up 4.01 runs per game. The Yankees right now, they have one of the best offenses in baseball, a top 5 overall offense. They are number 2 in total home runs. They're averaging 5.4 runs a game, 257 average, 97 home runs. That's just behind the Dodgers. 42 steals, giving up 3.58 runs per game. That's without their ace, Garrett Cole. They still have one of the deepest starting rotations in baseball. And obviously, you have Judge sitting there, a 389 average, 21 home runs, 50 RBIs, putting up crazy numbers. And Paul Goldschmidt is basically back to 2019 form. You have Walker Buehler right now. He has resurrected his career with Boston. Career about a 3.5 ERA, but it's been pretty bad since 2021. He's been on point so far this season. 4-3 record, 4.44 ERA, 46.2 innings, 42 strikeouts. And then you have Will Warren, about a career, 6 ERA, but very small sample size. 3-3 record this season, a 5.19 ERA, 52 innings, 69 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher, keeping the ball in the ballpark, only 5 home runs given up. Yankee Stadium, very tough place for the road team to play. This is truly a 50-50 pick-em game. This might sound crazy. I'm going to go out on a ledge here. I'm going to go with the Red Sox pulling off the upset win, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. And then at 7:10 p.m., we're going to have the 33-28 Houston Astros, 5 games over 500. Started out the season kind of slow. They had a really good month of May, and one thing the Astros have consistently had for basically the last decade has been elite starting pitching. There's been no difference this season. Right now, Cleveland, though, they're also 33-27. These teams are practically neck and neck. The Astros now first place in the AL West. Props to them. Cleveland Guardians, second place in the AL Central. Right now, the Guardians, 57.8% chance to win this game. The Astros, a 42.2% chance to win. The fans are loving Cleveland, but Vegas is going with the Astros. The Astros right now 1.5 run favorites and 8.5 over under. Cleveland, they're minus 118. The Astros are plus 100. This is a pretty interesting game to pick right now. The Astros, they've gotten their average runs up to 4 runs a game, 251 average. Veteran squad, experienced team, 61 home runs, 30 steals, giving up 3.59 runs per game. They've been able to rely on that pitching, both their starting rotation as well as their bullpen this entire season. Cleveland, though, do not underestimate the Guardians here. They're not a bad team coming from an extremely deep competitive division. Right now, the Guardians are averaging 4 runs a game, 236 average, 63 home runs, 45 steals. Pitching's pretty decent, too, giving up 3.98 runs per game. And looking at our pitching for the Astros, they have a rookie going, Colton Gordon. Not the best start right now, a 0-1 record, a 5.95 ERA, 19.2 innings, 20 strikeouts, 4 home runs, basically giving up a home run every 5 innings. And Logan Allen right now going for the Guardians, 3-3 record, a 4.22 ERA, which is pretty close to his career average. 49 innings, 38 strikeouts, 25 walks. He puts a lot of guys on base here. There will be opportunities for the Astros to get some easy runs, but I'm actually going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with the Guardians pulling off the upset here, going with the +1.5, and I'll go with the under. And on Apple TV at 7:10 p.m., the 39-23 Chicago Cubs. Yes, they haven't had the best offense the last 2 weeks, but overall, they have a top 4 offense in baseball. They have power. They have speed. They even have pitching this season. They'll be facing off first the 41-23 Detroit Tigers. The Cubs are now first place in the NL Central. The Tigers first place in the AL Central, a division on division, 2 first place teams in their divisions. Right now, the Tigers a 62.2% chance to win this game. The Cubs a 37.8%. You have to respect the offenses of both teams and the pitching stats of both teams. Right now, Detroit, 1.5 run favorites and 8.5 over under. You have the Tigers coming in here with an extremely well-rounded team. In this matchup, they are going to be -182. Chicago's +150. Chicago, though, with that offense, 5.71 runs per game, a top 3 batting order, a top 3 batting average, 260 average, 81 home runs, that's top 8, 80 steals, that's top 5. The team has power, speed, and they're only giving up 3.77 runs per game. But the Tigers are right there with them. They can keep up with anyone pitching-wise, hitting-wise, 5 runs a game, 251 average, 74 home runs, 22 steals. But it's the pitching that really gives this team an edge. Top 5 in baseball, a 3.19 overall ERA. Looking at this pitching matchup, it's very one-sided. Ben Brown right now going for the Cubs, 3-3 record, a 5.72 ERA, 56.2 innings, 71 strikeouts, 64 hits in 56 innings. He is putting guys on base here. You don't want to flirt with that versus a Tigers team with Tarek Skubal going. What he had 3 or 4 straight seasons with a under 3 ERA. So far this season, he might be the front runner for the AL Cy Young. It's him or probably Max Fried. Right now, 5-2 record. A 2.26 ERA, 75.2 innings, 99 strikeouts. He's on pace for about 280 strikeouts this season. Only 7 walks in 12 games. Only 6 home runs in 12 games. Cubs have power. He's going to make sure to keep the ball in the ballpark. Give me the Tigers to win this game to cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And on Apple TV Plus at 7:10 p.m., we're going to have the 31-31, the 500 Arizona Diamondbacks, 4th place in the NL West. The fact that they are 500 and 4th place in their division just shows how deep the NL West truly is. They'll be facing off first the 30-33 Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have dropped down to 4th in the NL Central, but they're actually a very competitive team, but the offense is on the downslide right now. Pitching has been pretty consistent since opening day. Right now, the Reds, though, at home, a 58.9% chance to win this by the fan vote. The Diamondbacks, a 41.1% chance to win, but the Diamondbacks are 1.5 run favorites from Vegas, 8.5 over under. Arizona right now, they are -124. Cincinnati's +106. One thing that the Diamondbacks can rely on every single game, they don't pitch well. They score a lot of runs. The fuck? They score a lot of runs. They hit a lot of home runs. Right now, they are top 5 in total home runs. They have Carroll, Naylor, Suarez. They're averaging 5.1 runs a game. 255 average, 87 total home runs, 51 steals, but they are giving up 4.76 runs per game. But at least they can technically outscore that statistically. Cincinnati right now, the offense kind of sliding back the last 2 to 3 weeks, averaging 4.4 runs a game, 243 average, 64 home runs, 57 steals, so pretty balanced on offense, and they're only giving up 3.8 runs per game. De La Cruz right now, 12 home runs, 257 average. Friedel having a pretty good season. Right now, looking at our pitching, you have Eduardo Rodriguez going for the Diamondbacks. A pretty bad start to his season. 1-3 record, 7.05 ERA. That's almost 3 runs over than the team average. 44.2 innings, 52 strikeouts. Strikeout pitcher, but giving up a lot of runs, 58 hits in 44 innings. That's putting a lot of guys on base. And Nick Lodolo going for the Reds, 4-4 record, a 3.1 ERA for his career, about a 4.1, 69.2 innings, 60 strikeouts, but only 7 home runs in 12 starts. That's the control that I want to see versus this power-hitting Diamondbacks. Give me the Reds to pull off the upset, going with the +1.5, and I'll go with the under this game. And at 7:40 p.m., we're going to have an AL Central matchup. As I already mentioned, this might be the deepest division in baseball. We're going to have the 32-30 Kansas City Royals, right now 4th place in the AL Central. 2 games over 500, and they're 4th place. One of the worst offenses in baseball, but their pitching is top 5 overall, keeping them alive in this playoff race. They'll be facing the 20-43 Chicago White Sox. Don't look now, but they've actually been playing pretty good baseball the last 2 to 3 weeks. Yes, they still have an awful record. Yes, they lost 121 games last season, but they're actually a scrappy team just trying to get some building blocks to get some momentum going into next season. Right now, the White Sox, a 50.1% chance to win this game. KC, a 49.9%. That's as close to a 50-50 pick 'em as it truly gets. The Royals, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Kansas City, they're minus 180. The White Sox are plus 150. KC in that offense, they got to find some ways to generate runs. It's been a little while since they hit a home run. They need to get some power. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game. 249 average, only 37 home runs. That's bottom 2 in baseball. 49 steals, but they are giving up 3.2 runs a game. This pitching has been carrying this team. The White Sox, they also don't have a great offense. 3.4 runs a game, 223 average, 48 home runs, 47 steals, getting a 4.16 runs per game. And looking at that pitching for the Royals, Seth Lugo going career 3.33 ERA so far this season. And don't forget, last season he did finish in the top 5 in the Cy Young voting. Right now he has a 3-5 record, pitching much better than the only have 3 wins, a 3.45 ERA, 60 innings, 45 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of home runs right now, 11 home runs, but overall solid start to the season. Davis Martin going for the White Sox, 2-6 record, 2-6, and his ERA is only 3.67. The White Sox have to generate some run support for him. 68.2 innings, 41 strikeouts. He's given up 68 hits. He's putting some guys on base here, but can Kansas City capitalize on those extra runners? Give me Kansas City to win a very close one to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under. And at 8:10 p.m., we have the 35-26 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL West versus the 34-29 Milwaukee Brewers. Let's first give the Brewers a shout out. They've been playing really good baseball the last 3 weeks. They were under 500, fought their way to 500, and now they are 5 games over 500 with one of the hottest offenses in baseball, and pitching pretty well right now. Right now, the Brewers 59.9% chance to win this game. San Diego, a 40.1% chance. The Brewers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Milwaukee, they're minus 150. San Diego is plus 125. The Padres are now, I don't know what happened to them in the month of May, but their offense completely fell off. Fernando Tatis is completely cold, 268 average. Machado is still hitting, but overall, the offense has to step things up. Pitching is still pitching well so far, but not as good as it did in the month of April. They're averaging 4.1 runs a game, 249 average, 54 home runs, 46 steals, a 3.55 ERA, but there's no doubt about it. This pitching staff, both the starting rotation as well as the bullpen, are playoff caliber. They just got to get more production out of their offense. And right now, Milwaukee with the hot offense, 4.6 runs a game, 239 average, 58 home runs, 82 steals, extremely aggressive on the base pass, finding ways to generate runs, 3.91 runs given up ERA-wise. Looking at our pitching, Randy Vasquez right now going for the Padres, 3-4 record, a 3.99 ERA, 58.2 innings, 35 strikeouts. A lot of walks here, 30 walks, but keeping the ERA under 4. Padres, though, I got to get some runs from you. Chad Patrick going for the Brewers, rookie, 3-4 record, a 2.97 ERA, but this is a massive start for him. This is his chance to beat the Padres, which is a playoff caliber team. 63.2 innings, 57 strikeouts, only 5 home runs in 12 games, 59 hits in 63 innings. I'm going to go with the Brewers winning this one. I'm going to go with the Brewers winning it, covering the spread, and I will go with the under this game. And at 8:10 p.m., we have the 33-29 Toronto Blue Jays. They finally gotten that offense going. I've been very hard on their offense this entire season. They were really lacking in the power department. They turned things on the last 3 weeks because they actually have a pretty good lineup. Springer, Kirk, Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Santander, a lot of power there, but the power was slow to come. But once it's there, it is there. Now they'll be facing off first the 34-28 Minnesota Twins. Don't forget this team. When the month of May started, they were like 5 or 7 games under 500. Right now, they are 6 games over 500. They have a hot offense. They have really good pitching. Twins 59% chance to win this game. The Blue Jays a 41% chance. Now I could not find a spread on ESPN as of right now because on ESPN they have not announced a starter for the Blue Jays. But I did find on another website that it's going to be Kevin Gossman right now. But with the unknowns here, this spread might be subject to change, so keep your eye on it. But what I found, the Twins were 1.5 run favorites. The over here was 8.5. Minnesota right now, they come in here minus 132. The Blue Jays are plus 110. That Blue Jays offense, 4.2 runs a game, 254 average, 61 home runs, 37 steals, giving up 3.98 runs per game. And for the Twins, 4.2 runs a game, 241 average, 62 home runs, 33 steals. Very balanced on the offensive side. But pitching-wise, they're only giving up 3.47 runs per game, and they are at home. We'll have to wait to see who is truly announced as the Blue Jays starting pitcher. I hate going into games blind as of right now, not knowing what one of the variables are. So do revisit this on your own. But Bailey Ober right now going for the Twins, 4-1 record, a 3.48 ERA, 62 innings, 56 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Twins winning it, but winning it by 1 run. So I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. Very close game. At 8:15 p.m., this is a really good game. The 38-25 Los Angeles Dodgers coming off of a win here versus the Mets. That was one of the best series I've seen this entire season. It was a really good series. Right now, the Dodgers first place in the NL West versus the 34-27 St. Louis Cardinals, second place in the NL Central. But do not overlook the Cardinals. Right now, they are one of the hottest teams in baseball coming out of the month of May. Cardinals 50.7% chance to win this game. The Dodgers a 49.3% chance. Dodgers 15 pitchers on the DL right now. That's the most in baseball. They still continue to find ways to win. Right now, Dodgers 1.5 run favorites. Over under is 8.5. LA, they're minus 125. St. Louis is plus 105. The Dodgers, one of the best offenses in baseball. Top 3 overall offense, averaging 5.7 runs a game. The number 1 batting average, hitting 265. 101 home runs, just a little bit past the Yankees to claim first place. 40 steals, getting a 4.12 runs per game. St. Louis, though, they're a very hot team. They don't sit second to no one. Right now, they're averaging 4.7 runs a game. 258 average, great average, 55 home runs, 35 steals, giving up 3.88 runs per game. They can hit, they can score, they can pitch right now. Another one of those games, we do not have a starter announced as of right now for the Dodgers. They have 15 pitchers on the DL, so obviously it's going to be a late announcement here. Again, I hate going into these games blind here, not knowing who's starting for the Dodgers. It does make this game very hard to call, so for you guys at home, make sure to revisit this as we get closer to game time. But Sonny Gray going for the Cardinals, 6-1 record, career 3.55 ERA. He's extremely consistent week in, week out. This season, a 3.65 ERA, very close to his career average. 69 home runs, 76 steals, only 9 home runs in 12 games, only 14 walks in 12 games. That's pretty good. I hate not knowing who's pitching for the Dodgers. So give me St. Louis to win this game. Going with the plus 1.5, and I will go with the under this game. And at 8:40 p.m., the 39-24 New York Mets, first place in the NL East versus the 12-50 Colorado Rockies. Guys, the Colorado Rockies are coming off of a sweep of the Miami Marlins. Did hell freeze over? Props to the Rockies. They're on pace right now for like 135 losses. They are still fighting. They got a sweep. Can they turn that around and get to 500 this season? Absolutely not. Zero chance of that happening. The Mets swept this team last week. They got to end the Rockies win streak right now. Right now, the Mets a 74.4% chance to win this game. The Rockies a 25.6. The Mets are 2.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. The Mets are minus 310. Colorado is plus 250. Mets are such heavy favorites. Sometimes it's setting up for the upset. They better not let Colorado get 4 straight wins here. The Mets averaging 4.4 runs a game. Lindor is day to day, though. You would love to have him here. You would love his bat in Colorado. With that altitude, 243 average, 71 home runs, 47 steals, the number 1 pitching in baseball, number 1 starting rotation, number 1 bullpen, only giving up 2.83 runs per game. That's about 1/3 of what Colorado gives up. The Rockies, even though they play in Colorado, one of the worst offenses in baseball, 3.2 runs a game, a 216 average. That is atrocious. 53 home runs, 30 steals, giving up 5.39 runs per game. 2 weeks ago, that was just under 6. They are pitching a lot better. Props to them. Props to this team for fighting, giving their fans something to root for. They have Antonio Santazella going. As bad as the Rockies pitching is, he is much worse. 1-10 record, a 7.14 ERA, 58 innings, 31 strikeouts, 98 hits in 58 innings, practically 2 hits every inning. And right now for the Mets, Kodai Senga going. When this guy's on, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. Top 5 when he's on. 6-3 record, a 1.6 ERA, 62 innings, 59 strikeouts, only 3 home runs in 11 games. I'm going with Senga. I'm going with the Mets. I have the Mets winning and covering that spread, but that is a massive over-under. I hate to take the over, so I'm going to go with the under. And at 9:38 p.m., we have a West Coast versus West Coast matchup. The 32-29 Seattle Mariners, second place in the NOS, having lost out to the Astros versus the 28-33 Los Angeles Angels. Right now, the Angels 4th place in the AL West. But one thing the Angels do, they hit a buttload of home runs. But Seattle also has a very balanced offense. A lot of home runs, a lot of speed. Pitching's really caught on the last few weeks. Seattle right now, 56.5% chance to win this one on the road. The Angels a 43.5% chance to win. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Seattle's minus 150. Los Angeles is plus 125. The Mariners right now, they're averaging 4.4 runs a game. 236 average, 81 home runs. That's top 8 in baseball. 56 steals, only giving up 3.87 runs per game. The Angels give up a lot more than that. Right now, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game, a 226 average. They don't get very many hits, but when they do, they're usually home runs. 88 home runs. That is top 5 in baseball. 25 steals, giving up 4.88 runs per game. Bryce Miller going for the Mariners. About a career 3.7 ERA, but way off of that total this season. 2-4 record, a 5.36 ERA. But look for that number to consistently go down as we go along in the season. 43.2 innings, 37 strikeouts, a lot of hits, 45 hits, 22 walks, but keeping the ball in the ballpark. Only 4 home runs. That's what you want to see here versus the Angels. Kyle Hendricks right now going for the Angels. Career 3.7 ERA. This season, he's way above that, but this guy's been pitching for like 2 decades now. 2-6 record, a 5.34 ERA. 59 innings, 39 strikeouts, but at home, a 3.8 ERA. So you're telling me there's a chance. This might sound a little crazy again. I'm going to go with the Angels pulling off the upset. I can make a case for the Mariners to win. To me, this game's a 50-50 pick. I'm going to go Angels plus 1.5, and I'm going to have some runs. I'm going to go with the over. And guys, at 10:05 p.m., we have the 25-36 Baltimore Orioles playing a little better the last 2 weeks, but overall, the offense has been slumping. Pitching has not pitched well so far this season. They'll be facing off first the 24-40 Athletics. This game is in Sacramento, minor league stadium, smaller ballpark, so there could be a lot of home runs here. And let's call this what it is. This game can get sloppy very fast. Both of these teams get scorched a lot. Right now, the Orioles 54.6% chance to win this game. The Athletics a 45.4% chance to win this game. Could not find a spread on ESPN, Fox. I did find one, but this is one of those games, again, with the spread coming out so late in this matchup. Make sure that you revisit this tomorrow. Right now, the Orioles 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Baltimore, they're only averaging 3.8 runs a game. They don't have a bad lineup here, but the bats are not hitting right now. 237 average, 64 home runs. They have some power. 43 steals, but they are giving up 5.14 runs per game. The A's right now, 4.1 runs a game, 253 average, a lot of power, 75 home runs, 34 steals, giving up 5.84 runs per game. Let's just round that up to 6 just for the heck of it. Combined together, these teams are giving up 11 runs per game. Looking at our pitching, you have Dean Kremer right now going for the Orioles, 5-5 record, a 4.7 ERA, 67 innings, 51 strikeouts, 75 hits in 67 innings. He gives up a lot of hits. JP Sears right now, 4-5 record, a 5.05 ERA, 62.1 innings, 46 strikeouts, 13 home runs in 10 games, 69 hits in 62 innings, putting a lot of people on base. Both of these teams can get completely shilled this game. This is one of those games, it could go either way because either one of these pitching staffs could have a complete meltdown. They could both have a meltdown and the game's just completely up for grabs. I'm going to go with the Orioles winning this one on the road, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the over. I'm going to see a lot of runs scored in this game and potentially a few home runs as well. And our final game, wait till you see the fan vote on this one on MLB Network. This is a really good late night Friday game at 10:15 p.m. The 27-34 Atlanta Braves started out the season 0-7, fought their way all the way back, got way over 500, completely have nosedived the last 2 weeks. But good news here, they got their best hitter back in Acuna. They got their best pitcher back in Strider. Now it's time, as we get closer to the midpoint, to get some momentum, get back on track to be facing the 35-28 San Francisco Giants. Right now, third place in the NL West. The fans, Braves 50% chance to win. The Giants a 50% chance to win. This is truly a 50-50 matchup. I call it a pick-em because you can make a very strong case for either one of these teams to win. Right now, the Braves 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Atlanta minus 135. San Francisco plus 115. The Braves coming off of a shootout loss versus the Diamondbacks, averaging 4.1 runs a game. 245 average, 66 home runs, 36 steals, giving up 3.82 runs per game. Look for the offense and the pitching to be getting better week by week now that they got their key players back. San Francisco, 4.1 runs a game, 231 average, 59 home runs, 39 steals. The number 2 pitching team in baseball, a 3.04 runs per game. That is elite playoffs, World Series caliber pitching. Right now, looking at our pitching, Spencer Schwallenbach right now going for the Braves. Career about a 3.5 ERA so far this season, 4-4 record, 3.13 ERA, 74.2 innings, 71 strikeouts, only 12 walks in 12 games. That's 1 walk a game, only 9 home runs in 12 games. But Hayden Birdsong putting up great numbers also, a 3-4 record, a 2.37 ERA, 38 innings, 40 strikeouts, only 4 home runs in 6 games. Right now, you have to give the edge to the Giants pitching-wise, bullpen, starting rotation. But I have to see the Braves fighting their way back to 500. Give me Atlanta to win this game, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. Guys, that's our breakdown, our predictions, and best bets for all of our baseball games coming up for Friday, June 6th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down in the comments. I will respond. If you want to join one of our member teams, look at the pinned comment below in the comments. Click on that link, sign up there. I would appreciate it. And of course, thank you for watching.